Crypto in the morning, crypto in the morning, crypto in the morning, crypto in the morning. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. It is morning time. I do miss that was a great theme song. I'll say that was I do miss that theme song and all the fun stuff, crypto in the morning. Give me just a minute and I will get into chat and all the stuff. We've got Taryn in chat. Welcome, welcome. Blessed day, all. It is a blessed day. It is a blessed day. You're right. It's always a blessed day these days, for sure. Crypto Explain. Shout out Crypto Explain. Makes some of the best videos. Curate some of the best voices around the community and create some of the greatest content we have for new people, for sure. A lot of good people putting that work out there. DJ Bomber, how's it going? DJ Knight, morning to you as well. Where's Jim Rat? I haven't seen GRC for, I don't think they've done a stream for a while. I think he's still on Twitter from time to time, but I haven't seen his stream for a while. But man, that was, that theme song, though. I do remember fond memories in the morning, hearing that and seeing some of the fun shows. Jay Kamar, how's it going? Welcome. Hextra T-shares. I like those T-shares as well. So, what is going on, everyone? What is happening right now? Let's see what's happening. This morning, Richard tweeted some more. What did he tweet about? Hexicans are living the dream that migrated from Ethereum to PulseChain. God, that's what you want to hear, isn't it? It's what you were looking forward to. Just more of deprioritizing eHex. I'm going to say it that way. That's the way I can say it. Deprioritizing eHex. Look at the liquidity. Look at the fees. Actually, let's look at the liquidity. Let me put this in here. Very interesting. What Richard said, around 1 million in eHex. Yeah. So both sides. Yeah, you can say around 1 million for 2 million total from the USDC, the Hex, the ETH, and the two biggest pools there. So yeah, it is quite a lot lower. 35 million liquidity. Talking about PX versus 1 million for eHex. The gas fees. Guys moved all your liquidity to PulseX. So what was left? Yeah, blame yourself. Said tweets. Yeah. So more of that, and then the most interesting thing I think from this was this piece, and that's what I retweeted as well. Maybe in the bull market, eHex will get pulled along. Sure does seem like what I wrote, which seemed to be a lot of, common sense as far as, oops, got the wrong one. As far as common sense synthesized. Let me paste this in here as well. What I wrote about yesterday, which you can see again, I'm calling it the sacrifice, the great reset. Yeah, I really think Richard is my speculation. He's resetting Hex as a store of value with this, to be better taken care of on PulseChain. And again, yeah, we got to do a lot of work to make sure all the influencers actually see the right Hex chart and all this stuff. But I was listening to Coffee's. He did a stream on this recently, or did a video. It's really good, and it was pretty interesting to hear him talk about sending people, all the different gatekeeping on Ethereum and stuff, and how as actually like one good thing is we can focus on stat sites and getting people to PulseChain and all that stuff. Everything funneled in PulseChain. Again, everything. Point number 2, refocus everyone on PulseChain and firmly integrated Hex there as well. Focusing people on getting them into PulseChain instead of, there's a million different gates here, a million different gatekeepers. You got to use all these other sites other than what even the basics sites and the ones you're used to and all this stuff. Tell them to get on PulseChain. Get them on PulseChain first. I think that's, again, it's tough. There's all these different, I'm going to talk about all the different ways here, but the pros and cons and all that stuff. But getting people onto PulseChain, ruthlessly prioritizing getting people on PulseChain, you can certainly make a case for that being good long term. So I think that's an interesting way to look at it. I got some nuance from Coffee earlier, listened to the video as well. And yeah, I think again, is eHex going to zero? I'm not making that call. I'm not making any call, but I think that I think it'll be around in the back seat, and it'll have its own sub community. It'll have maybe its own pulled staking with all the different Maximus products and otherwise. But Richard is deprioritizing it. That's the best way I can put it. And that's from all of his tweets and all of his not backing down and all of his, all that stuff. It's, I'm excited though. He's definitely, that's what I talked about yesterday too. Is he back? Boy, I hope a little bit of bring your heroes here to die mixed with some bring your bags here to pump. That's what I'm looking forward to. So very interesting. Very interesting what's been happening the last few days. And just, again, I want to do this stream, of course, I know there'll be questions and stuff about eHex and stuff. But I think the biggest takeaway too is the one weird trick, right? What is the one weird trick that you can help yourself with one way or another? And this is going to be maybe the most or the least exciting trick you've heard of all time. But I'm going to go with stop panicking when there's a red candle. And stick to your principles if you have any. Save yourself from yourself. And we have a lot of tools to help you do that in this ecosystem. With staking, with LP, with all the different products and native stuff and validating and all these different things. Like either explicitly do it by locking your tokens away. We have products and stuff to do that. We have Hex is the principal product for that, Better Bitcoin, all this stuff. Or implicitly, just by having, I describe mine as unshakable confidence. That's what I hope to continue to cultivate and demonstrate in different ways too. Of course, I'm not perfect as well. And that doesn't mean you can't, constructively criticize people or ideals or whatever stuff too. But I just think in general, if you don't have principles, like what is your foundation? I would be thinking about that. What is your foundation? What are you leaning upon? What is making you stick to your plan? Because if you're not staked or you're not investing in products that you can lock up and like time lock or otherwise, for me, I feel vulnerable, right? Like I like things that I could lock away because one, it gets it out of the wallet so I don't have to worry about trading it. It gets it literally out of my sight. It gets it out of my portfolio view, or it gets out of it. It's like, nope, that's locked away. That's in this other place. Even if it's not even time lock, even if it's just locked up in some kind of again, trusted protocol and stuff, it makes me feel like it's out of sight, out of mind. Don't have to worry about it. I know I'm earning yield on it, stuff like that. So again, I'm not going to go through all the principles, but I really think, if you're struggling the last few days with this news and another big thing happening in the ecosystem, think about your ideals, think about your principles, think about why you're here, and then use those as a rock. Use those when times are tough, right? You go back to everyone falls back. What's the saying go? You fall back to your principles. You fall back to whatever your foundation is when things are tough. So if you have mind, you can just redo it and talk about it if you want, but attack the ideal, not the person. Don't feed the drama. Do what you say you're going to do, or don't say it. Avoid news, go for audiobooks, podcasts, blogs, stuff like that. Help people when you can and don't expect anything in return. Pay it forward, but don't keep count. That's the Naval quote goes. And then if given the option, select truth over narrative. Both are useful. Don't say stupid things. Like, again, I'm not perfect, but my God, if you don't say stupid things, you never have to, regret saying stupid things or apologize or have that effect on people for better or for worse. It's just don't do it. Think literally. There's so many times I've got to send out a tweet or whatever, even DM or otherwise, and been frustrated or annoyed and stuff like that. And I think I'll type it out and think, okay, who is this helping? What benefit is sending this message or this tweet or this post or saying whatever? What benefit is it having that I'm doing this? And then if I see there's no benefit, and if I see it's only going to ready to one up somebody or whatever, or some cheap thing, or I stop. A lot of times I stop myself. I'm like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it. There's no benefit. You don't need to have some other outlet. Go for a run, right? Go for a walk, go for a run. So I really think one of the biggest things that have helped me, my weird trick to that I hope will help me 100x my crypto, is literally putting it into a place where it's out of mind, whether it's time locking, earning yield in some way, whatever it is. So not having it in front of my face, begging me to go trade it, right? Mr. Market coming, ask you, oh, do you like this price? Do you want to sell at this price? You want to buy at this price, type of thing. You can constantly have that in front of your face all the time in crypto 24/7, right? If you set it up that way. You don't have to set it up that way. You can set it up differently. And then having principles. Again, if you don't have principles that you can go by, if you have no foundation, it's much easier to have an emotional response to all these things and be upset and, not really think about things instead of just like reading something and be like, that's flooding my bags. Well, first of all, let's talk about that. Let me just preface this with billionaires are buying and staking these coins. I think didn't Crispy Man just say Godwell just staked some more hex on both chains? I think is what I remember. If I don't quote me on it, but I believe I heard that from the stream he did yesterday. If I'm well positioned, I don't need to do anything else. Like no matter what drama or stuff happens, like if I'm what I need to do. And again, that's why Hex is so great. The better Bitcoin, maybe that vision will be fulfilled with PulseChain now, so it can be a store of value and not drop 98% and act like just another DeFi coin, as Somi talks about as well. And again, I don't need to trade. I can stake, number go up in Hex terms. USD value depends on the market cycles and all that stuff. And I go outside and enjoy my life. And instead of being stuck on a computer trying to take money from someone else on the other side, that's the biggest selling point with Hex. You don't have to do that. Of course, you can trade Hex. Of course, people have been successful doing that, but I don't have to do that. And then PulseChain makes everything better, cheaper, faster, new products, new ecosystem, new whales, new healthy games, new mad gains, we hope, right? And then PulseX, keep the liquidity game on point, lock it up in farms. I've talked about farming and staking past couple days too. I did a whole stream on it. And just earning my favorite meme coin, incentive token. The only one I really pay attention to much these days. And yeah, just a ton of new products with a ton of new, great people, great ideas, execution. I think it'll make PulseChain into the greatest city on earth, the greatest city in crypto, the greatest place to go. And that's what Richard's trying to do. So a red candle happened, whatever. Richard tweeted about it a lot, how he's not changing his mind. And now it's all over. I'm like, what? Like, there's so much time. I just observation. I see people spending so much time worrying about things that have so little effect on their portfolio whatsoever. I guess if you were at eHex Maxi and you placed your bets, and that's just how it goes, I guess. I think if I were to imagine, that's a very small number of people who just lost it all from the eHex price going down, again, on paper, and perhaps staying depressed for cycles to come. Who knows? But again, the founder just tweeted. Yeah, he said, he clearly chose. He's clearly betting on Hex on PulseChain, but he also said maybe eHex goes up because everything else drags up and liquidity bond and all this stuff too. We'll have to see. But everything else is like the emotional response that the founder fed in my bag type of thing. And like, yeah, he wants everyone to move to PulseChain, to Oak and Moon. Like, easier to go to the moon. It's a reasonable stance. We can certainly criticize. The execution, the doubling down, whatever. But at the end of the day, do you feel poor now? Did this happen? Or do you just not like that the thing happened? And for me, it's neither of those for me, right? Like, whatever, necessary evil type of thing for number two. But I bet for most people, it's number two. And it affected my bags too. And again, my heart goes out. I've talked about this a lot. It goes out to people, the builders, the real Hexagons community, who were much more affected than me, placing their bets in that way. And I say real Hexagons as in just a lot of the OG Hexagons liked the Hex and were betting on it and all that stuff too. Not that anyone else who liked PulseChain Hex weren't just as good, but there were a lot of good people. And I'm sure on paper they're down and whatever, but I cannot let it drain me of energy when there's just so much more stuff coming up. I'm not going to walk and just like wallowing around in this mud puddle for like a week or two. Just, I think in the future it'll look super silly, and especially if we continue this uptrend. So I haven't heard anyone put forth a reasonable thesis of why this rocket ship is out of fuel. In fact, the opposite, many times over. So, and if you say you lost faith in Richard or whatever, I don't know. Like, so I was like, what were we trusting him to do? Like, never do anything that I didn't like. I wasn't trusting him to never do anything I didn't like or understand. Would I assume that he wants to take us to the promised land? That kind of trusting type of thing, that's completely intact. There's absolutely nothing that has removed my confidence in that piece whatsoever. So just because one of these things happened and drama and all this stuff, I think everything is just the uncertainty, thinking, didn't like it, emotional response type of thing. I don't think a lot of it's like very rational. At least if I were to imagine the response to a lot of this stuff. So I haven't seen a lot of it, thankfully. I don't want to see it. Don't want to see it, thankfully. Try to curate my following and my feed and stuff to just give me good information, so I can bring you all good information. And that's not just positive stuff either. I would definitely want to talk about positive and negative stuff and give you an objective view and give you some nuance for somebody who's been around for a while, along with a lot of other people in the community. But just cannot care about this stuff so much as I care about PulseChain ecosystem growing and us getting over it and going into glory. So that's my one weird trick, right? Stick to my principles, and it just doesn't. For example, I didn't go all in on the eHex, so it literally doesn't affect me that much. I mean, I guess it does, but of course, ladders and all that stuff too. But again, jury's not out, and I don't think eHex is going to zero. So what I got to be mad about? Everything else is up. Let's look at the process real quick before I get to chat. Whoa, things are down today. Everything else is up. So look at 30 days, 90 days. Like, what am I mad about? What am I mad about right now? I don't get it. Anyways, I'll get to chat. Marcel says, I'm staying all liquid for now. That is the thing that I don't like about this, is that it may weaken some people's confidence in staking, for example, who could have been on the fence before. I don't like that, but again, I don't know. I don't think you can't save everyone. It's like, I don't know what you kind of gotta get through yourself in all these ways. You just have to understand it, and if you don't get it, that's just how it is. I don't know how many different words I can put it in, and how many times I can be unfazed by this stuff. I don't know how to translate that. Is there a medicine I can synthesize from this? A liquid, a Kool-Aid, perhaps? I can get everyone to drink the truth Kool-Aid. How about that? That's exactly what a cult member would say. Like, it does sound kind of funny, actually. I don't know. The only Kool-Aid I'm selling is what I see and believe, and I don't know what better Kool-Aid there is out there. I'm not drinking the Bitcoin Kool-Aid anymore. I'm not drinking the Ethereum Kool-Aid anymore. Vitalik is amazing. Satoshi, hope you're doing well out there, but Richard Hart's my guy. And I think he's did a lot more good than harm. And I think we haven't even seen what this guy's capable of in a very, very positive way, and a force for good in the world, as the saying goes. All right. What's up, Archie? Paul says, believe Jim Rat, I believe he went back to work and start business last year. Cool. Hope he's doing well, man. I see him every once in a while in the chat or otherwise, but hope everyone's doing well. I saw Sam back on Twitter the other day as well. Yeah, we had some good liquidity streams before. ETH PLS farm seems to be the place to be. Let's take a look at gorealdefi.com. What are the farms looking like? So you said ETH PLS, 100%. Yeah, that's interesting. So the ETH PLS one, if you believe both are going to go up, that seems like a very interesting farm, actually. I was talking about the Ink PLS ones and the Ink PLSX ones are pretty popular. Of course, if people want to hold Ink and earn with that, but you're getting, yeah, almost double or double in this case with the PulseX one. Yeah, it's funny, like that makes sense because a lot of people are like, oh, what can I do with my PulseX? What can I do with it? And it's like, well, you can earn Ink with it here. So I imagine a lot of people are doing that. So has a lot of liquidity there, even in PLS, because PLS, you got liquid loans here. And well, now you got Power City. I did a stream last night with Jesse with PulseX too. But with Pulse, you got a lot of community protocols and stuff support Pulse more than PulseX right now, as of now. But yeah, that's a good point. If you again, search RHMax at permanent loss, go to Go Real DeFi and click on farming. Go binge this playlist. It's got a ton of good stuff on here. GoRealDeFi.com, learn to earn, and then farming. Click that link. And it's got a ton of different videos from my channel and other people's channels that I've curated, and I think are good information to learn about impermanent loss and risks and again rewards and incentive token and all this stuff. But yeah, you can see the stable coins are the highest, but you could say they're risky in different ways. The lowest is the lowest risk, you could say, in different ways. Yeah, I mean, apparently we got some mega whales betting on ETH going up, and Pulse goes up too. It doesn't matter which one you have, that sort of thing. I guess that's the question to ask. And the APR seems to be reflecting the rewards for people on that. So very cool. Farms are looking good. I really like the farms now. They were sort of, after incentive token actually goes up and everyone's excited again, and the bridge. Let's take a look at the bridge. Yeah, numbers went down. I can't remember why. So funny enough, this numbers went up. I'm pretty sure a lot more PLS out there on Ethereum. So that's cool. This number went up. This number went down. Was it the DAI went down? Let's see. Let's look at the chart. Yeah. So there we go. So recently, yeah, we had about 10 million, 8 million. DAI that went down. And then eHex. Yeah. I mean, I would say eHex really got, maybe that was the thing that really that crushed the bridge numbers recently, crushed, if you will. The bridge number recently was eHex's value, going way down because of all this stuff too. So that certainly didn't help. But everything else, I don't know. Yeah, the stablecoins good. I don't think any of the other numbers went significantly down. Maybe it's a little bit of DAI looks like an eHex, probably as a result of this not being 170K or whatever it was before. McG, how's it going, man? Welcome. Crypto Compassion. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Big Boy Garms, Hex is performing poorly. The community is messed. The movie featured fake Hex. Fake Hex RH not streaming. All-time high or close with other crypto. Got a lot of different comments there. Hex is performing poorly. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. I think criticizing Hex right now is kind of like criticizing Hex at PulseChain launch. It kind of reminds me of that because there's reasons why it's not performing, why there's turbulence right now. Like it's very explainable. So, we saw what happened after that, but this is much less of splitting the bribe pressure and more just like community shakeup as far as, hey, now we got one Hex dominating the other Hex. You decide what to do with and stake pooling or otherwise. Community's a mess. Is it any different? Honestly, it's like every time there's a piece of drama, everyone realizes, oh, there's drama sometimes. And every time there isn't, it's like, oh, everything is so great. But I don't know, calling it a mess when there's drama, it's kind of, isn't that what happens? Is this not normal? Been in it so long, I'm like, yeah, it just happens sometimes. The movie featured fake Hex. I still don't understand this comment. That movie featured fake Hex RH not streaming. I'm not sure what that means. Features fake. Oh, you're talking about, okay, so the movie featured was based on eHex. Okay, true. And then RH not streaming. I don't know. He's in the movie a lot. I don't know what has to do with him streaming. Not streaming all time. Say the periods here and the missing some punctuation. So I'm trying to all-time high or close with other crypto. Is it? Is everything all the other cryptos hitting all-time highs right now? I don't know. I would like some references for that. I know Solana was doing pretty good. I know that was like one of the big ones that went. Bitcoin, of course, yes. Ethereum still hasn't broke all-time high. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's the fastest or that wins the race. It's the most methodical. I'm gonna go with that. So I have no concerns over any of that. Hey, it's gonna do fine. I think so as well. Hex Glenn, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Sinful Believer, can you recommend a wallet or two that's better than MetaMask? I mean, I think the community consensus that I've seen the most people talking about is Internet Money and Rabby, I believe. I think, but like I said, it's one of those chicken egg things. I've actually got on the onboarding. If you go to Go Real DeFi and click on onboarding, we got videos on MetaMask, Internet Money's on here as well, and different some of the different community projects and stuff too. Not many. I really keep it focused on Hex and PulseChain and PulseX and stuff. But this is really good if you send it to new people, or if you're in community, you just want to learn some, get some nuance yourself about different stuff. This one's pretty good, including how to get rich in crypto without getting lucky. I think that was one of my most prepared streams. I really wanted to get out there. It's a really fun one. So check that out. Get your questions in. I will probably call this in about 10, 15 minutes or so. And let's see. What's up, Validator dashboard? So many ways to earn yield in the system. Find your preference, thinking long term. That's when you start understanding certain moves. Thinking long term tends to help. That's true. What's up, Red Squirrel? How's it going, man? Yeah, you can see in the chat, people are saying Rabby and otherwise too. And Internet Money. What else? What else? Yeah, honestly, I think that's most of what I want to talk about. You guys like these short streams? I do like 30, 40 minutes. Just get on here and talk about, current events, my current thoughts, whatever's going on. I like them because, if I have a few minutes to stream, I can just talk about stuff. What else is going on? Boom. Look at that. Look at that monkey. Look at that. It's like, I want all the money. Laser mouth you. I'm going to laser mouth you. Laser eyes and a laser mouth too. Better give me that money. I'm going to beat the money printer till it gives me money. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. RH also talked about, I did videos. Hey, is PulseChain going to take the Dinkin upgrade? And RH seems to pretty much confirm it here. Did you like the new upgrade? I heard a rumor that's coming to PulseChain too. So yeah, that'll be something. Be doing validator upgrades. Again, if you want to be a validator, go to Go Real DeFi, click validators. I've got a whole playlist. It'll take you from 0 to validator. Figure out if you want to be a validator. Just watch that 20-minute video. If you want to, here's how to set it up. Ton of literally 77 videos of answering all different questions. How much do you make? And wow, look at all how does this work? What about maintenance? And just a ton of different stuff. So feel free, check that out. Also, tinyurl.com/go validate. That will take you to the blog landing page. If you want to go further and you can read more about it, what is a validator, node operator, what the process looks like, check out this awesome meme of Richard. Looks like he likes PLS validators. I used to say something else, if you remember what I used to say. Now I can say whatever you want if you just put stuff there. And then it links to the video as well. And I have a whole bunch of tweets and just a whole bunch of stuff on that as well. So yeah, check out that. Looks like there's some upgrades coming, and I'll probably I'll see if maybe I'll do a stream, or I'll definitely talk about it on tweets and stuff too, about using the upgrade script. Because if you go to if you go here and then click on the script, I've got an automated script that can help you do all this stuff. And then the update script. So you scroll down here, go to client update script. And then, yeah, basically all you do is do /update client. It'll pull the after you, if you can start already install a validator with the script and stuff, do /upgrade client. That's what I'll be doing. And we will have a upgraded network. Or if don't do that, we'll have other coins. Hard fork time. No, that'd be interesting, but that'd be who knows? But I think validators go burr, and they like earning the PLS that Richard likes, I imagine. We'll see. So cries for all crypto. So how do we 100x our crypto? Well, the first 15-20 minutes I talked about that. The two biggest, I'll just reiterate super quick. The two biggest things is have principles and don't let me go here. All right, I'm posting this in chat just in case you haven't seen it. Have principles. Don't fudge yourself out of the bag. I got a meme for this too. Yeah, this one. Yeah, if you could go ahead and not fudge yourself out of mad gains, that'd be great. It's from shout out to Office Space, one of the greatest movies ever exist. Pretty good movie. So having principles, not fudging yourself out of your bags, all that stuff. And then I like staking. I like time locks. I like even, other ways to earn yield that makes me forget about the bags and not be tempted and not want to sell them, whether that's, again, time lock with hex staking or whatever, or if it's just literally getting out of my sight. I don't want to look at that wallet. I don't want to, I don't want to see that I have coins there because I might trade them, all this stuff. So just removing out of your sight, that's how I feel like I'm going to 100x my crypto. One, stay with my convictions, understand my principles, stick with those. And two, be able to get the coins away from me. So when I am tempted to get rid of them or try to make some trade when I'm not a trader, then I can let them earn yield, keep them there in a safe place, earning yield, while hopefully the price appreciates into those X's that I hope are hundreds or more. They'd be pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, I don't have this, hey, just buy this thing and it'll go up in price. Not that kind of weird trick. Not that weird trick. Not the clickbait weird trick. This is the actual weird trick. That it's funny that it's weird because to me it's kind of obvious. But it really, for me, I can speak for myself, it really does work. It's worked for me. I don't know if it'll work for you or anyone else, but it certainly worked for me. It's helped me, through, again, I've been in crypto since 2016, following Richard since 2017. Luckily came across that guy, right? Before Hex, all that stuff. That is my thing that has helped me the most. And yeah, maybe one day I'll talk about the X's that I made from I may or may not have made from Hex or otherwise. I think it's incredible. And I think I did polls and stuff. How many people have paid off their own mortgages, paid off their parents' mortgages? The last bull run with Hex, it's really done a lot of amazing things. So lots of people have gotten mad gains, uncountable X's, extreme X's from Hex before. We hope the same will happen with PulseChain and our new Hex and all that stuff as well. Am holding my nuts. Well, may you have the maddest of gains, sir. That's I'm gonna say that's a analogy for staking or otherwise making yield on your bag. Bag, yes, good stuff. Archie says Rabbi smooth, their money is good, needs some tweaking. Okay, yeah, a lot of community people like this stuff too. Oh my gosh, the muscle. He's this guy. He comes into the chat with his big brain and his big body build, and he starts making the world a better place. Welcome, Chad. John responds. How's it going? How's it going? Let's see what else. I'm just going to scroll down for another couple minutes. I think Axis and Beard, Markable, the guy who made the intro and outro and channel package for my channel. I think they're going live soon. So I'm gonna wrap up here in a minute. Yeah, this is really interesting. I'll put in Money Gang's tweet here. It's got a lot of good data. Talking about the average entry price for the mega whale buying ETH Stack Daddy, 3760. And then look at this, if it appreciates 5,000, if it goes to 6K, we got over $1 billion. And my comment was, imagine $1 billion of perpetual buy pressure on PulseChain this cycle. Like when you hear this, I mean, again, I don't know if I'm just pure speculation. Like there's a million different things that can happen with all the money and the people like the ecosystem and founder, all this stuff. But like when people hear that, they just automatically ignore it and just think, oh, that's just hopium. Oh, that's never going to happen. Oh, that's impossible. Like, it always reminds me of Richard's quote. He's like, something like, what if people just come to the ecosystem and, you know, what if somebody comes in and just starts unreasonably buying the coins, like stuff like that. Nobody thought we'd start seeing, like everyone thought, okay, well, what is he going to do with all that DAI? You know, what's going to happen with all the DAI? He should start buying the coins. Most people, I don't think they actually believe that would happen, but it's happening. And it's happened more than once. And why would it stop happening? Tell me that. So more people coming in is what we need. If we get a bootstrap, perpetual buy, whatever happens with the SAC funds that we have no expectations of, that sounds pretty good too. And when the world realizes the money is on PulseChain, the cheaper, faster network is PulseChain. The tech and price performance, all the products are on PulseChain. Sounds bullish to me. I like that. I like it. Not to mention the 14,000x he just casually mentions that Ethereum did and why PulseChain couldn't do. And everyone's like, oh, I think everyone's so beaten down the bear that like 10,000x narrative has been banned. I like how it's like, you know what? 14,000x is the new, for PulseChain is the new 10,000x, that sort of thing. You've been around for a while. You remember what the mad gains look like. You remember how amazing this place is. And I can imagine a future that is very nice. All right. I think that's all I got for today. Appreciate you, CryptoToad83. Thank you very much for coming in. Dude, where's the magic carpet right here? Sizzle up. I hope that it's on its way and that we're all on it and we all have the maddest of gains. Dumb Christo, Richard Hart. I'll say that. All right, everyone. That's all I got for you today. Who knows? May take tomorrow off. Will you survive if I don't stream for a day? I know. Oh, I'll be okay too, I think. Yeah. I think I love this ecosystem. Nothing has changed. Still bullish as ever. And boy, I hope glory's around the corner. That's all I got for you today. Scivive and 5555. We are out.